So the first time I went up onto the coal plateau where there's the Denniston and the Stockton mines, it was the most incredible place. I mean, we're talking massive areas of these very acidic boulders that have been uplifted over millennia. Now in that time they've become home for things like snails, geckos, kiwi, and there's even long-tailed bats that pop up onto the plateau as well. It's covered in waterways and pockets of forest. It's incredibly biodiverse rich. I took my 9-year-old daughter at the time. It was really special for her, and she couldn't understand why adults would want to dig that beautiful area up and turn it into a coal mine. It's absolutely ridiculous that we would even think about continuing to pull coal out of the ground to burn and to put into our atmosphere when we're facing such a climate crisis at the moment, with storm events, with droughts, with floods. And that's why it's really important that we continue to campaign and call for no new mines. Do you know, one of the things that I've found in working with campaigns is that they take a long time. It takes years of getting together the evidence, getting together the public support, raising the funds, and getting things like through legislation or a park being created before we can be really sure that something is protected into the future. You know you've done a good job when you see lasting change. I was recently down south visiting the dairy farm of my nephew, and he took my now 26-year-old daughter out on the farm with him, and he showed her these areas where he'd fenced off and protected the gullies, and he looked at her and he said, "It's because of people like your mum that these changes are happening." And I really take that on board as a success of the work that Forest and Bird is doing more broadly in terms of changing minds, changing attitudes and changing behaviours.